Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday afternoon. It's Drunk Polakroo time. It is beer time. It's really sunny in here, and I love that. The sun's coming out. It's warming up a bit. Spring is finally trying to make its way in, so that's awesome. I was out today at a couple of breweries, and I was out on Tuesday at a brewery, and I mentioned that we're going to talk about Shawn and Ed Brewing Company, or BarrelShed, out of Dundas. New local brewery just opened up. They had a blowout weekend. Everybody I know that went out there was blown away by the space. I walked in there. It's an old curling club, and it is just gorgeous, just beautiful. The ceiling is, your eyes are drawn to it. I mean, it's such an old architecture. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot. So I'd encourage you to go visit it. Dundas, small community just outside of Hamilton, on the other side of the main Hamilton, the city center. From where I am, I live in Stony Creek, which is another small part of Hamilton. It used to be all smaller towns and cities, and they were amalgamated into one big city. My family on my mom's side is from Dundas, so I'm very, very proud to have a local brewery near where my great-grandmother's house is and where my grandfather and grandmother grew up. So it's really cool. And we walked in there, and there was, it's funny, it's a Tuesday afternoon at like 1 o'clock, and there was like 15, 20 people, and the poor fellow working was just run ragged. They're building up their staff, and I think it's going to be such a great spot, especially if they get some food, and, like they were talking about, getting some food and being able to serve like wine and liquor and all that. So beautiful space. Definitely look forward to going back, hopefully with more members of my family, because, it's where we're from, and it's nice to go home again, if you want to call it that. So for now, their beer is only available either on draft at the brewery or in the half growlers or the full growlers. Of course, I got a full growler. They have a lager, light lager, dark lager, and then the BarrelShed, the barrel-aged lager. So no better way, as I always say, to get into a beer or talk about a beer than to try it. So let's do it. There we go. Check that color out. Ooh, that is a very nice dark amber color. It's got some nice carbonation going on there. Nice head. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Gorgeous color. It smells malty. I love my malts, so let's get into it. Cheers. All right, I've picked right. Oh, that's good. It's really nice. Very malt forward. Definitely a malty beer, and that's fantastic. It's got a bit of, you can taste some oakiness in there from the barrels, and that's something I really have come to appreciate in a beer. They're very young, so where they're going to go is, who knows. I mean, that's the great part of, especially when you're in at the ground floor with a new brewery, and you go there and you try their beers the first week they've been open, and then you're going to go back again and again and again. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it would have been like to be in, to start, with Great Lakes or Nickelbrook or, any of those that, to see like their very first beers and then see where they are today. And I think these guys, that's a great beer to start with. Wow. Yeah, definitely malt forward. Like I said, an oaky, sort of touch of vanilla maybe. It's an 8% beer, and it hides it very, very well. There's kind of a touch of alcohol on the back end, in the back of my throat on the second sip, so it's present. You're not gonna pound this whole growler. Luckily, my cousin's coming over tonight. We're gonna celebrate a certain event that's going on today, which we'll talk about in a second. But that's fantastic. It's a nice beer, and I think that that'll be today's lesson, since apparently that's what we're doing now. Today's lesson, quite simply, is it's okay to enjoy a lager. A lot of times with craft beer guys and gals, they poo-poo lagers, it's just a plain, boring lager. Well, you know what? Sometimes you just want beer. This is not a plain lager. It's got that barrel aging, which gives it a bit more of a punch, a little bit more up on it. But I got no problem with a craft lager, and I really hope we're going to see more because, Mrs. Polakroo doesn't like IPAs or stouts or, porters or anything with any sort of, big flavor profile or any sort of super bitterness. She just wants a nice beer, but I don't want her drinking blue because, let's face it, it's tasteless garbage water. It's not my kind of beer. I mean, and we've talked about this before. If I went over, my uncle's house and he offered me one, I would drink it because I'd be glad to spend time with him. But as a personal choice, no, I'm not going to buy that beer. So I'm searching for the right beer to try and bring Mrs. Polakroo around on craft beer. So that's part of my journey, my personal journey. And hopefully you're doing that too for your friends. Give them a good beer. Send some beers their way and then share your beer. Anyways, before we're done today, it is National Beer Day. Coincidence that I'm off? No, because I'm not working on National Beer Day. It's like Christmas for fat guys. I'm going to enjoy a few pints tonight with my cousin, the Big Canuck. I got some beers for him to try. Definitely one of this. I was at Great Lakes today and picked up some stuff for us. Octopus Wants to Fight and some other tasty brews. And I also stopped in at Nickelbrook on the way home because I wanted to get the Brett beer that they had. They ran out last time we were there, so they've just cracked a fresh keg. I filled up a growler with it. I'll be getting that to you this weekend in a special edition, beer review. I think I'm going to add another day because I'm really enjoying talking about beer. I'm enjoying being able to share it with you. So I think we're going to add another day. I just don't know which day yet. Trying to fit it into my busy non-Polakroo schedule, where you got to go to work and that kind of stuff. But, if you're in Dundas or in Hamilton, we've got a lot of great places to go. But go and check out BarrelShed. Check out the space. Get a flight. Try every one of their beers. I know I'm going to be heading back to do that. But, yeah, that's fantastic. It's a nice lager. Like I said, I think that the barrel aging has imparted some more maltiness, which is what I like in a beer. This is a very easy drinking 8% beer, which is scary because you wouldn't know it'd sneak up on you. But that's great. Congratulations, guys. So happy. You're literally up the house from where my great-grandmother lived. It's like around the corner. So, it's nice to be able to go home again and to get fantastic beer. Well, that's even better. I will be back very soon to refill my growler. So, National Beer Day, Shawn and Ed's Brewing Company. And finally, very much in the beginning planning stages. In August, the beginning of August, some of our friends on Instagram have decided, along with me and some more friends here at Instagram and some from the East Coast and some from Quebec, that we are traveling to Quebec City for 3 days or 4 days to celebrate Tabernac, a Quebec City craft beer throwdown-a-palooza. It's a mouthful. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have, we'll create some more information for you. If you're an Instagrammer and you follow along and you guys want to come out to Quebec City and hang out with us, that would be amazing. It's going to be just over-the-top fun. Beer tours, walking tours, old Quebec, bottle shares, party. I don't know. We're really in the planning stages, but it's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. Great local beer. Hopefully I'll be bringing a ton with me to share with my friends from the East Coast and from Quebec and from whoever else wants to show up. We'll definitely be bringing hopefully bringing some local beers from Shawn and Ed's, Collective Arts, Nickelbrook, anywhere else I can get to. I'm going to bring a ton with me. We are just going to share that beer, show everybody what Ontario craft beer is all about. Any indication, guys, you guys are definitely going to be at the top of that list with all my other favorites. I'll see you guys this weekend, special edition. I'm going to talk about sour beers with my Brett from Nickelbrook. So excited to get into that. But happy National Beer Day, my friends. Raise a pint, raise your standards, raise your glass. One beer at a time, my friends. From the Drunk Polakroo to you. Cheers. Fantastic.